Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of the Daily Racing Show here at RacePlazaMedia. My name is Pia, and today, as per usual, we will take a look at what's happening in terms of motorsports that you can watch this weekend. So far, a lot has already happened this week. F1 preseason testing is officially done. We've also already had a World Endurance race happening in Qatar this weekend. There was already Formula 4 championships, Formula Regional championships. All of those races have already concluded this week, but don't you worry, there's a lot more happening this weekend that you can tune in for. First off, it is very busy in Spain this weekend at the Motorland Aragon because we have the penultimate lap of the Winter Series, of the Prototype Winter Series, the GT4, the GT, as well as the Formula Winter Series, all competing this weekend in Spain for their second to last round of their Winter Series championship. And all those races you'll be able to watch on YouTube. Another place where there's lots and lots of racing happening this weekend is in St. Petersburg in Florida here in the US. We have IndyCar, we have Indy Next, we also have USF 2000, USF Pro 2000, and the Mazda MX-5 Cup all competing in St. Pete this weekend. A lot of those races you can either watch on YouTube, like the Mazda MX-5 Cup, or the Indy races you'll be able to watch on Fox Sport. Another busy track here in the US this weekend will be Sebring, also in Florida. There we will have two different Porsche Cups happening, the Porsche Sprint Cup North America, as well as the Porsche Endurance Cup North America will be competing in Sebring. Both of those races you'll be able to watch on YouTube. However, if that is not enough Porsche Cup racing for you, don't you worry, there's also a third Porsche Cup happening this weekend in Spain in Barcelona. And last but not least, we have another track that is very, very busy this weekend, and that will be in Austin, Texas. The Circuit of the Americas, COTA, is going to be packed with not just NASCAR Xfinity Racing, NASCAR Cup Series, but also the IMSA VP Sports Car Racing Challenge will be competing this weekend in Austin. However, if you still need more NASCAR racing, there's also the NASCAR Mexico Series competing this weekend as well. So as you can see, there's a lot more racing happening slowly but surely. But don't you worry, there's more racing. And let's move on to the two-wheel racing. There's lots of two-wheel action this weekend, and I'm so looking forward to it. First off, we have AMA Supercross. The guys are all back this weekend in Daytona, Florida. So the East Coast boys will be competing this weekend along the regular 450SX guys, and it's been a fantastic season. I have to say, last season, after our first season, I was super excited, but I was also a little bit fatigued. I felt like I had watched a lot of Supercross all of a sudden. So going into the season, I was a little bit hesitant how excited I will be. But boy, oh boy, this has been an insane season. Lots of fun, lots of variety in terms of winners. Of course, we have Malcolm Stewart having his first big 450 win this season, which is been one of my highlights. We, of course, unfortunately also have lots of injuries, which still keeps it very interesting. So it's been a fantastic season. So I'm very much looking forward to this Saturday's race in Daytona, which you will be able to watch as per usual on Peacock here in the US. But that's not it. We have more two-wheel racing for you because this weekend, the gentlemen from MotoGP are finally back. They will all be competing in Thailand this weekend, and there's been lots of chatter already pre-season, lots of different things that's happened with Jorge Martin having surgery and also a bunch of other things. So I'm very much looking forward for this season. I mean, has been a lot of shifting teams on the grid. We have a couple of new players on the grid. So I'm very much looking forward to see how this season will turn out. So all those gentlemen will be competing, as well as Moto2 and Moto3 in Thailand. And of course, we cannot forget the Asia Talent Cup will also be competing in Thailand this weekend. However, if this is not enough two-wheeled racing for you, don't you worry. There's even more. There's an endurance race happening this weekend. Yes, on two wheels, a two-wheeled endurance race. That will happen in the UK as part of the FIM or FIMS Super Enduro World Championship. And lastly, we also have the FIM Motocross World Series competing in Argentina this weekend. So as you can see, there's lots of racing, lots of four-wheel racing. We have endurance racing, we have two-wheel racing. We also have endurance racing on two wheels. So there's lots and lots for you to choose from. And the great thing is a lot of these races are for free on YouTube. Not everything, of course, like the big things like NASCAR, INDY, as well as MotoGP, you do have to have some kind of either cable or subscription service. This year, MotoGP has also switched from HBO Max TNT to Fox Sport. So we'll see how things maybe change in terms of coverage on that end. So I'm curious for that this weekend. I'm definitely will be watching AMA Supercross. I'm definitely watching MotoGP this weekend. And then in terms of the rest of it, I'll have to see what I'm in the mood for, what I have time for this weekend, because there's also the Oscars and I will be watching the Oscars as well. But please let me know in the comments what you will be tuning in for. As you can see, there's lots and lots already happening this weekend and we're still in the early stages. So I'm very much looking forward to this weekend in terms of motorsports, but also in terms of this season. So I will leave you with this for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. As mentioned, we'll be back very, very soon with more videos for you guys. And we're still very diligently working in the back on the calendar, on the new website. It's just been a very big undertaking for us since this is something we do on the side, but I hope you bear with us because we're very excited for it once it's 100% ready to share with you. But thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to give us a like and a subscribe, and we will see you here again very soon at the Daily Racing Show. Thank you. Bye-bye.